we're starting.
Oh.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Lunch Break with AT. I'm Cindy Collins, one of the co-founders of Actors Theater of Indiana, the professional resident theater company at the Allied Solutions Center for the Performing Arts. Today, my guest is Jessica Chapman.
Hello.
She works for Heartland Film, and which is a great film festival that happens every year.
Yeah, it's annual. This will be
yeah.
our 34th year. Yeah, so it's been around a while.
Wow. And there actually are many great shorts and documentaries and animation and all kinds of different filmmaking that you can see at the film festival. We were just talking about some that I've seen, that Amy Paulzek, because you know Amy.
Yes, she's amazing. Filmmaker, marketing
Yeah.
expert, guru, and our board member.
Yep, and so that's how we're talking right now because of Amy. But what first thing you said before we were just talking, you worked for WFYI.
Yes,
before
I
you got
did.
involved
Yeah.
with Heartland. So what made the transition into Heartland?
Yeah, well, it was actually a great transition because my position at WFI was a grant position that was just focused around marketing one film and their education program. And we actually worked with Heartland Film for the world premiere of Eva. So Heartland Film helped us run it. We had an incredible education experience. We brought out every year hundreds of students to come out, watch the film, have that experience, get to meet Eva. And so we just kind of built this relationship with Heartland Film, and the stars aligned. And when my grant position was up, then they had a need for someone in marketing. So it all worked out.
And talking about Eva, because I remember there was, there was a smaller documentary about her that I saw. And then actually, Judy Fitzgerald, my partner, contacted her. We just emailed her. Like, hey, we just saw this documentary done on that, and we had no idea who she was. We did not know she lived in Terre Haute. We did not know she had the museum up there. And we're like, hi, and she emailed us right back.
Yeah, she was incredible.
Right back, and we just said, obviously your story is extremely fascinating, as they all are, as survivors of the Holocaust. But her whole path about forgiveness. She wasn't too popular in doing that with her fellow survivors.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got right back to us, and we were like, oh my gosh, we'd love to come up and see you. We just never had the time. But then that big documentary was made about her.
Yeah.
And that was at Heartland.
Yep, Eva A7063.
Yeah. And so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it actually was
To
picked
have
up,
that.
and it was on, public TV stations all across the country, and they had a lot of screening events all over, and it all came through with Heartland Film, had the world premiere, which was super exciting to be able to have it in Indiana, and it was a sold out crowd. I think there was over 2,000 people at that screening.
Yeah, I believe it. What, when you guys, every year, now would you say like 30 years now?
Yeah, we're up to 34 years.
How long have you been with the?
5 years.
5 years, okay. So when does the process start of, okay, let's go, we got to start picking again?
Yeah.
I mean, it obviously starts early.
Yeah, it's a whole year-long process. So we get films submitted from all over the world. We have films that are locally submitted, but then films really from everywhere. And we get a lot of film submissions. Last year, because we have our Shorts Festival in the summer called Indie Shorts, and we have our Features Festival, the Heartland International Film Festival. So they're two separate. But last year, we had over 5,000 short films submitted. So that's just in 1 year. So that's a lot of films to go through. We have a couple hundred feature films that are submitted as well. So we have a great team that puts them together. We have volunteer screeners. We have college interns who, are looking at these films, giving their reviews, and then we also have our programming team too. So it takes the full year to watch all those films and make those selections.
Yeah, because you're just not watching, you're watching.
Yeah, and the final selections are narrowed down to
30
the end.
to 40-minute films, and then you're watching full length features.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you can just be like, blah, 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 blah.
Thousands of hours of content.
Oh, yeah, and so people must submit them pretty early.
Yeah, they do submit them early. So the earlier the better. So we have them submitting pretty much right after the festival ends. submissions open for the next year's festival.
I can imagine. Yeah.
And we finalize that lineup about a month before the festival, where we really solidify that with scheduling all the different theaters and where things are going to be run.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a whole. But you do, the festival does use a lot of the same theaters over and over again. So is it just, it goes without saying, you're going to be at the living room, like we were talking about, you're going to be at the living room theaters.
There's not a guarantee. We switch them around
know.
from time to time, and new opportunities open up with new theaters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit in flex, but we usually have around 5 theaters for the Heartland International Film Festival around the Indy area.
Yeah. How long is that? How many
The
weeks?
festival is 11 days.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, basically 2 weeks. You have 2 full weekends.
What about the short one in the summer?
The shorts is the end of July, and that's 6 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a really fun festival because if you haven't gone into the world of shorts, basically we program them by theme. So if you come out for one, program screening, you might come to a comedy or a rom-com series. So you kind of get a good mix of films. You're going to see anywhere from like 5 to 8 short films in that time frame. And last year we had over 200 filmmakers in attendance. So pretty much every single program you're going to see, you'll have a Q&A afterwards with those filmmakers.
Yeah, I have found every time I've gone to see something.
Yeah.
There's always a Q&A with the director.
And that's my favorite part.
And the questions are asked, and it's, so I have stayed. We have stayed for those. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's always interesting to find out, as an actor, I know, I've been in a million Q&As.
Yeah.
People want to find out the process.
Yeah.
People want to ask you stuff, and
gives you a whole new perspective.
Yeah, it does. It does. And it's educational. To put together, look, putting together a film is no easy task, even a short. I mean, the amount of hours that go into
It's a
it
ton of
just to
work.
see 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And then if you're doing a longer one, like a 30-minute one, like that one that we were just talking about, that Amy was one of the producers on, the Ice Cream
Yeah,
Man.
the Ice Cream Man,
was
which
about-
was Oscar shortlisted.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It was about 45 minutes. I think it was about 45 minutes. They went
Yeah.
over a little bit.
It was like, it was right around the
almost-
40
Yeah.
timeline.
That sounds like a short period of time. Massive amounts
Yeah,
of work.
it was huge.
Massive amounts of editing. The editing is so important. What people don't realize if you're not into film, in the business at all. And it really takes a ton of time.
Yeah, definitely.
So kudos to those people who are in this festival, who are trying to get their stuff out there. And that's not easy.
No, it's not easy, and they love coming to Heartland Film. They definitely feel the Hoosier hospitality. They really connect well with the audiences. Our audience really asks really thoughtful questions and is really engaged and wants to get to know the filmmakers, and they so appreciate that. I mean, a lot of times these are world premieres, U.S. premieres for these films. So this might be the first time they've ever showcased their film to an audience. So it's great for them too, because they're getting that audience reaction, that feedback, seeing their film on the big screen.
You have to. It's part of building. First thing, it's part of building themselves as a director, and it's part of building up their arsenal, of films. But yeah, I think. Now, are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from Indianapolis. I actually
Okay.
grew up attending the Heartland International Film Festival.
Okay.
So I'd go around with my family every fall in October. We would drive around and we tried to see as many films as we could. I grew up loving it since middle school, and it's exciting to share it with everyone else
Where'd
now.
you go to school?
I went to North Central.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, huge school.
Yeah.
I'm not from here, but my partner Judy went there. Big school.
Yeah, very big
And I
school.
think it's even bigger now. I think they've added on to it.
Yeah, it's a huge school, but lots of
Yeah.
great opportunities there.
That's what I've always heard. It was big, but were you ever like you like to go see films, right? You're like, I love to go see movies. And then everybody likes movies. I mean, no matter what kind of movies, everybody likes film. Everyone. And now everybody's going to watch it at home. That's the thing. Like, people can watch stuff at home now. Not necessarily do they have to go to the movies.
Yeah.
But were you ever interested? I mean, did you even know you wanted to get involved in any kind of film?
Yeah, I think I do remember sitting there, and I never really met any of the staff, but I remember seeing so many of the volunteers, or maybe I wasn't sure if they were volunteers or staff, but I was always very curious about like kind of the behind the scenes of the event. It just took a lot of people to put it on, and it just felt like such a great community atmosphere, and I really loved being a part of that and attending it and supporting it. But I didn't really get into the film side of marketing until I started working with WFY and was just really passionate about that subject and that project and spreading that message.
Yeah.
So I didn't get connected to the film side of it till then, but I just loved seeing all these stories. I mean, every time I showed up, it was just such a different, unique perspective every single time. That was like really powerful. And then getting to like hear from the filmmakers. I mean, it's just such a cool experience every single year. I was like never disappointed.
I think everyone's there with these film festivals because it's on a smaller level. They're really there because their heart is in their product, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think there's something to say about that. They're just not making it to make money. They're not making this to just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a real passion there.
There's a real passion in that topic that they are putting on film.
And what's amazing is, you know, like in the documentaries, a lot of times we'll have the subjects come in and, you know, really connects you to that story and getting to meet these people and just see, you know, stories and places you might not normally see on the big screen.
Yeah, when I saw the one about Nancy Noel, the artist, and that was one that Amy did as well. First thing, I thought that was great.
Yeah, it was
and
amazing.
I always liked her art. You know,
Yeah.
when it was like, we had just arrived here, and shortly after that, she had her that gallery was in Zionsville in the church on Main Street, and we went over there, and I was like, oh my gosh! First thing, what a wonderful building to have this and to have her artwork in. I mean, fantastic! It just was a match, perfect match for her type of artwork, the atmosphere of the old church, the light, a lot of bright light. Unfortunately, that is no longer. I don't know what it is now, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what that building is now, but which I thought was unfortunate. But I always thought her artwork, I was like, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. And we have one of her books, but got it that day actually, and we have it. But that documentary, her son was there for the
that was so
Q&A.
special, and they
were
brought
into
they had her artwork there actually on display, and I thought it was so well done. I mean, her pieces are so beautiful, and I felt like it really came to life with her story too. And I know there are so many people there who've been like lifelong fans of hers and still learn new things. She just had so many facets to her, and I feel like that really showed through. And me and my family were huge fans of her art too. And I remember seeing her always at Penrod, and you know, we have a few pieces and stuff. And so it's like, it's really special to see these stories that we care about in our community, but to really get, you know, that full scope of it in the film.
I know that she was local, you know, here. I thought it was done very well. So that's just one example of what to see at the film festival. Yeah. Like I said, there's a huge, wide variety.
Yeah. I think it does a really good job, the festival. I feel like we have kind of three big categories. We have that, like, we call it the Indiana Spotlight category. So that's showcasing films that are either locally made or about Hoosiers, and that's where you'll really see, you know, these stories that you might see your neighbor, or you might see an organization you're involved in on the big screen. So that's really special. We have independent films then from all over the world, so you're going to get like a really nice mix of films there. And then we also have some like big studio films before they're really like advanced screenings, before they're going to hit the public, hit the theaters. So we usually have about 15 to 20 of those. So you're going to see them a couple months in advance, which is really fun.
How do you find the attendance? Does it vary throughout the years?
How it's
attended?
Fluctuated over the time. Well, it's really grown. I mean, the first festival was only a couple days, and now we're up to 11 days, which is a lot different than what started out. If you look at our guidebooks in the beginning, they were pretty small. Now I think our guidebook is over 100 pages, so there's a lot happening, a lot to talk about. We definitely, like with the pandemic, that has had a big change on how we showcase films.
Sure.
We never offered virtual like options for screenings,
Yeah.
and that's something that is a part of our festival now.
Okay.
We luckily were able in 2020 to pivot. We did virtual and drive-in theaters, so we were
Yeah.
able to still maintain our festival, which
Yep.
was pretty rare at the time.
Everybody
A lot
had
of
to
people
do
had to
that.
cancel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all had to do that.
So we went through that phase, and we've scaled back the virtual a little bit, but
Yeah.
what we found is it has been a nice option for people when they have really busy schedules where they're like, oh, I really want to catch this one, but have something that night, and then they'll go and watch that. So it's kind of a mix.
Yeah, but that's good. I mean, it's still well attended.
Yeah, it's still
It's
well
becoming
attended.
even more popular.
Yeah.
You would say.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Um,
we actually, the last 2 years, it was named one of the top 25 coolest film festivals in the
Oh
world.
my gosh!
And there are
great.
thousands and thousands of film
I
festivals
know.
in the world.
I
And
know.
so to be included on that list is amazing.
Yeah.
And 2 years in a row, 2023 and 2024.
Wow. So when give the dates of when the next one's coming up.
Yeah, so
The shorts are going to be this summer.
the shorts are this summer, and it's going to be July 22nd through July 27th,
Okay.
so the end of July. And that one's so fun because it's like partially outside. We do outdoor screenings, we do indoor screens, and the virtual option. So
that's cool.
really nice summer mix.
Yeah.
And then the fall, the Heartland International Film Festival, again, it's 34th year, and that's going to be October 9th through the 19th.
October 9th through the 19th.
Yep.
And how do people? And I know there's a big program because
Yeah.
but how can they just go and find out?
Yeah,
what's
you
going
can
on?
just go to heartlandfilm.org or check us out on
Easy.
social media. It's Heartland Film. It's really easy on Facebook, Instagram, X.
Okay.
And yeah, we announced the lineup mid-September for the
Okay.
Heartland International Film Festival. But yeah, you can come to one festival screening, or you can get like a 10-pack, or you can get a Fest Pass. So there's a lot of options. You can just come out to one, and we'd love to see you out there.
And all the theaters are nice that I've gone to.
Yeah,
to
they're
see
great
them. They're really
theaters.
nice.
Yeah.
So I'm very comfortable, and it's kind of nice because sometimes it's packed and sometimes it's not. So
Yeah,
it's almost like
you
you're
get
seeing a little private screening.
Yeah, and you'll get to meet a lot of great filmmakers, and they want to
Yeah.
meet you. They want to hear your feedback. They want your questions.
Yeah.
So it's a fun experience.
Yeah, we always enjoyed when we have the time, And Amy is always like, come see this.
Yeah.
But we do try, because she is a great promoter. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she does an incredible job. She gets the word out.
She really does. She's a hard worker. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having
Jessica
me on.
Chapman, Heartland Film, and go see some new films. Go see some shorts. Go see some animation. Go see the wide variety that the film festival has, and just go to their website. Easy, Heartland Film.
Yep, heartlandfilm.org.
I mean, how easy can you get? Real quick, Actors Theater of Indiana has its last week of the production of Who Done It. It runs till Sunday, February 16th. It's a crazy, zany, madcap murder mystery musical. It's selling pretty well, so I shouldn't say pretty well, it's really selling. So if you want tickets, go to atistage.org, or you can call the box office over there at 317-843-3800. They'll help you out. They're lovely people over there at the box office and get you tickets. And it's a really fun show. I'm actually in it, but that's not why I'm saying that. It's just a nice little zany escape. So thanks so much, Cindy Collins, Jessica Chapman, and we'll see you next time. Lunch Break with ATI. Have a good week.